Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good catch there in third down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers. And he's able to haul it in and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. On 1st down, Fields. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for Mixon last week, 21 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Powers through him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This goes out wide for Mixon. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Back to Mixon on second down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Fields. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Fields. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Olave, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd and 10. Prescott, it's caught on the right side. Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to Mixon. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2nd and 9. Fields. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete here.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? From the 45 on 2nd down. Fields. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mixon will try the right side. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Deebo Samuel from 3 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, the ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Prescott. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. Wide up. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 38, Fields. This will be caught at Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. To throw is Fields. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 35 on second down, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we'll reach halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going So they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Fields. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Mixon with a first down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
One play action. Fields. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Prescott. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Colts.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Quay Walker with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Jake Elliott on for a field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Back to Mixon on first down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. The pass caught by Olave. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Inside handoff to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To Mixon on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Fields. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. First down, Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Finding space at the 40. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 84 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. In motion goes the tight end. From the 30 on second down. Fields able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. At this stage of the game, with a score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And this is going to be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Olave with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. Indy set to go on offense once more. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. To try again after the sack. Prescott on the right side. Open is Gesicki. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Prescott yet again. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He completes it to Olave. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Olave holds it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the